You told me there was a guy who was on jury duty. He was a police officer, but he didn't want to be on jury duty, and they picked him anyway, and he got out of it. Do you remember that case, or is that not that? Am I crazy?
Well, I had a similar incident once where a guy I knew. It wasn't me.
Right. I don't remember the guy's name.
Yeah. He was a police officer, and he got a subpoena for jury duty. Cops used to be, immune to that, but then, they have such a shitty jury pool that they got cops on civil cases. So this cop went to the courthouse, and it was a Monday morning, and he went to see the jury foreman and said, like, look, I'm a cop, like, I can't be here, you got to get me out of here. And the guy's like, oh, look, it's Monday morning, I'm really jammed, because there was a new jury pool. He goes, just hang out for an hour or two till the dust clears, and then, I'll excuse the guy. Well, this cop, this is a long story, GH, I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
All right. So this cop, it was just his luck. His fucking number got picked on the first thing. And then he had to go with a jury into the courtroom. And, they pick your number with like a bingo wheel kind of thing.
Oh.
And then this fucking cop, just his luck again, he got picked in the first selection and was on the jury. So, and now the judge comes and the lawyers go to disqualify, and it was a civil case, an auto accident. An old lady had hit a young kid, all right? And the old lady...
How young? 10-year-old or an adult kid?
No, like an adult.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I shouldn't say that. I'm just, too old. But... And the old lady's insurance company stipulated that it was their fault and they was going to pay for everything. But this kid was looking to cash in. He wanted, pain and suffering. All right? And so, they're disqualifying people. And that cop was raising his hand, for everything. If you got a problem with this, that, or the other thing, he was raising his hand.
He was trying everything.
And they wouldn't disqualify him. So then, they were, questioning other jurors around him, and they were disqualifying other jurors. And every time another juror disqualified, this cop would go, oh, and, shuffle in his seat.
That's me.
And they still wouldn't disqualify him. And then... he got stuck on the trial.
Oh, wow.
Which consisted of two expert witnesses. One for, the plaintiff and one for the defendant. And then, this stupid testimony, and then the judge has to charge the jury and explain how justice is blind and the scales of justice and, preponderance of the evidence, and it doesn't even have to be a unanimous decision. And then they vote to pick a jury foreman. And then they go in the jury room, and now, this was just after, the OJ trial, when, court TV was big, and all these fucking jurors thought they were going to make a difference, And, so the jury foreman goes, well, maybe we should discuss the case. And the cop goes, there's nothing to discuss. It doesn't have to be a unanimous decision, so let's fucking vote. And if the decision doesn't come out, then I'll discuss it with them, or he'll discuss it with them.
Well, the cop in the moment said that I'll discuss it with him.
Yeah,
of course he did, because he wouldn't say no.
Yeah. So you had a vote. Does the guy get money, and if so, how much? 2 questions. All right, and I said, look, the kid, his family owned the pizzeria, and he was standing up spinning pizzas for 12 hours a day, and he was claiming his back hurts. I'm going yeah, you stand up for 12 hours and you do some hard work, your fucking back is going to hurt. But he wasn't Christopher Reeves in a wheelchair.
The cop said all this, right?
Yeah. The kid, he was just like a punk, young guy, and you could see, he was making faces when, the other expert witness was, testifying. So I said, you saw the kid's demeanor. He's all right.
He said.
Yeah.
Wrong pronoun.
Yeah. So I have a hard time talking to the third party.
Third party.
Yeah. So what happened? The cop.
So they took the vote, and he didn't get nothing. You know, so then the cop goes like out, and the court officer's like, "Hey, you got to stay." We're done. Get the judge, and they're going. The judge didn't even have a cup of coffee yet. It's like, too bad. Get the judge. Like, we're out of here. That cop's got a life. You know. So then they like make him wait a half hour because I guess the judge wanted his cup of coffee anyway. And then the cop had to like listen to all these fucking weirdos and all their like stories about, you know, their mundane lives.
Do you think the cop made the people in the jury room uncomfortable?
Yeah, because the cop was just pacing the whole time.
Do you think the cop's energy really wrecked the experience for all of them?
Yeah. So then we come
Kind of like
out.
the energy
they give the
on this
verdict.
radio show right now.
And
I feel like I'm in that room with the cop.
With the officer.
With the
They're out of
officer.
there. And then the funny thing is, walking down the hall, the cop took the elevator down with the plaintiff and his attorney. And the cop asked the attorney, he's like, "Why didn't you excuse the cop?" And the guy and the attorney goes, "No, cops are inherently like trustworthy and reliable and honest." And the cop says, "You know, if it wasn't for me, those dummies on the jury would have gave your client some money." And then the doors open on the elevator. You know, the cop saw the guy looking at his attorney in disbelief, and the cop just walked out.
The cop told the lawyer in front of the client that I'm the reason your guy didn't get money.
Yeah.
There's our justice system at work.
Yeah.